Hello everybody and welcome back to Watch Dogs, another fuck around session, because there's not much left to do. I've actually done a lot of it off screen, in which case, no more CTOS scans, no more briefcase things, no more of that, in terms of the small stuff. We still actually have the final missions for some of those. Um, got a lot of audio logs to actually listen to, because I kind of skipped past them. Uh, Pretty much the only ones that we don't need to worry about are Maurice, and that's pretty much it. We finally have most of the audio logs. Don't have all of Aiden's, but we do have Angela Ballack, Bedbugs, who I don't think we need to listen to either. Uh, don't have all of Bloom's. I don't know where to get those. I listen. I collected all. There was a lot of audio, and I am not ashamed to admit that I did not listen to it all. But a majority of this, I think, does have some interesting information, especially considering we have an organization, DedSec, in the world that's never really, what's the best way to describe it? Expanded upon past anything. Like, DedSec is an organization that's in this world, but you wouldn't know it from playing the game. Pretty much our only person that even mentions it is Clara, and that's it. Uh, Same thing for Bloom. Like, Bloom is obviously an organization in this place, but we rarely feel them as an entity that feels established. I'm also just going to do a bunch of gang hideouts and a bunch of criminal convoys because
The mob used to try to maintain a level
murder.
of respect. Lucky Quinn's just let his dogs run wild. Well, this one's not getting away with it.
So yeah, I will do gang activities, criminal convoys, and also finish up those side missions. And whenever I feel like it, I'll play some of those audio logs. Probably just skip past the ones I don't feel like are that interesting. I'm trying to. It's hard to remember who certain characters are because the Charlotte chick, we don't really have much information on, if I remember it correctly. And I think I was mixing up Angela with her in the last part. I think Charlotte's the one that met up with Damien. Like, it's a shame though, like in relation to like this game, because we do have a lot of. We have a lot of. I want to say characters, but it's more like entities that exist in this world, and very few of them actually feel like established. Um, Entity still is the best word because again, like going back to DedSec and Bloom, like they're not people, and Bloom should honestly feel like Skynet. I feel like that should be how they should be established. It's pretty much an organization, kind of operating more on a conspiratorial level, but not necessarily rule the world level or destroy the world.
The fuck is that?
Bye. Oop, wrong thing.
Hey, I
Bye.
heard something. Oh, motherfucker, that ain't right. What was that?
Bye. The same can be said for a lot of the characters too. I mean, again, like Damien. Actually, Damien's barely even, like he's the main bad guy, but like he's sadly enough like one of the main characters. I want to say, like, I feel like Clara may be the most interesting. Again, like after last part, Maurice was by far the most interesting character of the entire game. Like straight up, Maurice is by far the most interesting. I'm intrigued by characters like T-Bone and Jordy, but in terms of development, like no one really has anything, and I feel like that's sad because like the only reason I'm giving Clara any points is honestly because she's the only one that feels like has affected Aiden in any sort of way to develop him. Because like even when we were like had Jax and we again like I've gone over it ad nauseum, and it's like boy we really have a character like who could be on that like vengeance drive, who could be pushing too far, and then comes across Clara and it's like, oh, maybe I'm doing something wrong here. Maybe I need to pull back a little bit. And it's like, you know, that's a neat idea. I don't think it's ever fleshed out fully, sadly. Hello. Just in case. And like I've gone over like I wish it was, but in terms of like the sister doesn't even feel like she exists half the time. Like sadly. Like Nikki, I think is her name. Like we've had phone calls where like she got kidnapped. Did the settings get changed? They did. Why? Why do you do this? I don't know why every so often when like I log it back into the game, the settings get bugged. But like we've had those phone calls and I've pointed out every time it happens, I'm just like, yeah, I did all the QR codes too. It just feels like we're having a casual conversation and we've done the same with Damien. In which case, like, we kind of ignore that he... What the fuck is this? No. Get that shit out of my ears. Like, we just kind of ignore that he kidnapped her. Can we please write off? Did I not, like, apply settings? Is that what it is? God. Either way, like, doesn't feel like we're on that vengeance streak. Doesn't feel like we're taking, like, her getting kidnapped too terribly seriously. Granted, we know Damien doesn't really want to kill her, but he should still be pissed. And, like, even Jax, it's like, oh, yeah, he really watched me do all that. Maybe I should hold back. It was like, nah, we're just gonna forget that pretty much immediately. Again, like, Clara is the only one where, like, we've gone through this game, and it's like, he's had moments of recognition of, like, going too far.
What kind of reckless animal firebombs a home with children? It's guys like these that just need to disappear. I'm happy to oblige.
Like, again, I like the vigilante angle. I really do. I just wish, like, I just wish there was more to it. We feel fairly bland as a character, sadly. And again, like, I've gone over it plenty. It's just like, Clara, again, like, probably the only reason I'd give her any, like, credit is because she actually feels like she's kind of adapted to Aiden, but she's also changed him in some level.
Please state your emergency.
He's shooting! Can you hear it? Holy shit!
No, drop it.
What the hell?
Thank you. Hello.
Oh no.
I see a gun!
Goodbye. That's why I love criminal convoys, they're pretty easy. This guy's just like, why is everybody running? I wonder why. Do I have gang hideouts? Do I have any more of those? Was it just the one? God, there's so many. God, I don't do fixer contracts. I know there's more than just like what I was doing beforehand, but like more types of missions than those. But God, I just don't want to even attempt to run into those by accident. Yeah, I feel like the audio logs help a little bit with adding character. I feel like the main story does a somewhat poor job on, like, even introducing the concept of development for people. and then also like executing it. Like again, T-Bone and Jordy seem like fun characters, but that's just because they're fun characters. Like I've enjoyed some of their dialogue, and that's about it.
This guy crossed.
Which I guess like I'm fine with on that level, but it doesn't really feel like
He's
Aiden's
fresh from a heist.
changed in regard to them.
There's still time to stop him before he disappears.
It really feels bad when like you have a main character that like has a family member die, and then like another family member get kidnapped a year later, and it's like, okay, so thoughts. Oh, you just don't care. Okay, like it's really just I don't know. Damn. Bulletproof car. A bike's probably not the best thing to be doing. Whoa! That worked?
Going in for a hit. Got it. I'll cut him off.
What the? I feel like the game kind of bugged out there, honestly.
I'll run this guy off the road.
Yeah, hi. Okay, that's a little rude. Yeah, no, not a fan. Bye. There we go. Hi. Give me a moment. Greetings. This game has some wonky ass looks not love it. Greetings. Bye bye. Bye. Hey bud. Fuck off.
911, please state the nature of the
Why do you need rescuing? You're fine.
What is this shit? What?
This is squad. We got a green light on CTOS search. Scanning.
Hello.
Get
Get the fuck out.
Thank you so much.
At least you got into a car wreck. I don't know what the other fuckers are doing. Alright, let's see. I need a fast car. Excuse me.
Stop now.
Fuck off. Ow. God, I gotta remember those things on the walls. Can you do me a favor?
Stop the vehicle.
Fuck right off. Nah, look at you. Ooh, that's really cool. Bye. Let me do the bridge. Come on, game. Let me do the bridge. Let me do the bridge. Ah, damn. Excuse me. Hi. Do me a favor. Fuck off. Bye. Still got one on my ass. Okay, not a fan of how much they can actually move me. Woo. Well, that was a little fun. We haven't had that big of a chase yet this entire game.
KZTV's recent opinion poll shows that people are rallying on the side of vigilante suspect Aiden Pierce. People are
I like having those news reports, and I love getting out of the car when it happens. I like having those news reports that actually kind of give the karma system some level of meaning, although it still doesn't feel like it matters. Like, sadly, again, another thing that's kind of. Guess while I drive, I can do this. Not what I wanted. Audiologues, let's see. We can do Angela.
I was wowed by the whole Bloom vision at first, just like you. I bought into the whole marketing package, the betterment of life, the hyperconnectivity, and all that. Sure, they do that stuff. They are visionaries up at the top. Humanitarians. Bloom is hoping to educate the underprivileged. They've gone green. They fund everything from social programs to medical research. These things are real. But you know whose desk I'm sitting in? Raymond fucking Kenny. That'll wake you up real fast.
Raymond being T-Bone.
Since I'm the ghost of Ray Kenny, simply by desk location, I get to hear everybody's fucking Ray Kenny story. In one woman's case, it really was a fucking
Hello,
Ray
Miles.
Kenny story. And that's an ugly one. I about lost it the first couple of weeks until I realized something. Well, he had it all figured out. With his hands in the guts of the CTOS, he began to see the real sinister potential of the thing he built. How do I know this? Because the ghost of Ray Kenny still haunts the data. He knew it would take another engineer to find it, somebody operating on the same level. Well, congrats to me. I guess that means I'm one of the smart ones.
So this actually gives some level of like, oh hey, people are actually working inside of Bloom. It's an actual organization,
So here's my contribution.
as opposed to just body bags.
Apparently, you found me embedded in the system, just like I found him. Only I won't presume mine was as well hidden. It doesn't matter. I'm long gone anyway. I'm gonna play you some of Ray's greatest hits, as well as some of my own. Maybe one day this will all come back to bite Bloom in the ass. Probably not. Here, I'll play you some Ray. Fighting Bloom to build CTOS in your city is like inviting a fucking vampire over for dinner and handing him a goddamn straw.
Short, sweet, and to the point. Alright. So yeah, we'll start up on one of the... I believe this is the... Yeah, human trafficking missions, or the final part of the human trafficking stuff. Honestly, most of the human trafficking stuff was boring. A lot of, like, the side missions to get to this point was boring as hell.
Marco's place and see if he's still here. Hope he hasn't
The most interesting thing about it is, like, through some of the texts and conversations on phones, was people starting to get annoyed with Quinn and thinking that he, like, sold people out. Like, that's the most interesting part about the side mission so far. 'Cause I'm just thinking back to, like, I really wish when we were doing the whole, Maurice stuff, I really wish we actually had, like, Aiden, like, somewhat care about the idea of, like, the guy's, like, fiance, I think it was, or his girlfriend, like, she got kidnapped and was being trafficked. Like, I just kind of wish that was the final part of that, like, mission. Marco, about ready to move him.
Shit, those dirty cops were part of Quinn's auction. Looks like they're going to escort DeMarco out of town. I won't let that happen.
Like, I have no idea who DeMarco is, but, like, this really does feel like a part of a side mission that we really didn't need. Again, like, I'd much rather prefer us, like, going down the route of actually, oh hey, we're morally not a prick. Like, I get he killed your niece and whatnot, but also Okay. Okay.
Best of all, Poppy and those girls are free now.
911, state your emergency, please.
I agree with the sentiment that it's like, oh yeah, we need to shut this trafficking stuff down, but I feel like that side mission should have concluded with us talking with the girl who we left there last time. Like, she was like, I can't leave the girls, and it's like, no, fair enough. Like, we'll be back for you. And it's like, the side mission really should have included her, or like something along the lines of us actually like getting them out of there, as opposed to like, again, it just feels like we're killing off NPCs, which we are. I just wish it didn't feel so hollow of a victory. Kind of again, like with the Mori stuff, like it was all just picking up burner phones, but I really wish it had a more satisfying conclusion of it's like, oh wow, so like we know he's feeling guilty. We're obviously not going to forgive him for it, but like at the same time, it's like his girlfriend was innocent. Like he got forced into life, and his girlfriend didn't ask for any of it, and she got punished for it for no reason. Can we fuck off with this C2A scan, by the way? Like, it's been at 0% for a while now. I'm getting sick and tired of it. Thank you. Listen, I know the vigilante just became a cop killer, but listen. Okay, I guess the bike disappeared. Neat. Good lord, this thing sounds like a dying cat. That's interesting. I don't know, like, it really feels like, again, we have a very interesting world with some fairly, like, I think unique characters still applies. Because even if some of them are underdeveloped or could be better, they're all still at least unique enough to discern from one another. In which case, God, I just wish, like, and again, like, you don't need to make, like, Nikki or Jax, like, really amazing characters, but you could also make it to where it feels like there's an actual relationship between the family.
These guys are
Like,
trying to pull a drive-by shooting. I'm gonna stop them before they get there.
he lost his niece, he blames himself for it. And then, like, he just doesn't really, it doesn't feel like he cares that much about the other two. Like, it really doesn't. And I think that's a shame. And again, like, the only reason I think Clara is, like, actually as interesting as she is because she is, so far, the only one that feels like Aiden actually has some level of connection with, or, like, has actually had a reason to change for. Like, it should be its family. It should be. And Clara can be included in terms of, like, not being family, but, like, oh, hey, I need to calm down. I'm too wired into this world, and she's not. She's wired into a different world. And it's like, these worlds are just so different from each other. She's not used to it. Like, you could go with that idea. Alright. Now I need to go get more grenades. Can we please talk with the
911,
police?
what's your emergency?
Come quick, there's a gunman out here.
Hello.
Would you describe a grenade launcher
Oh my god.
user as a gunman? I guess you would. I feel like I'm a step above gunman, though, at that point. Alright, where's the nearest gun store? There we go. It's just so, like, I could use IEDs, but it's just so much easier to use than grenade launchers. Yeah, no, I would just say, like, I would change up the story also. Like, again, it feels, I want to say video game, which is the best way to describe it. We've gone from one objective to the next, but, like, and it makes sense, technically speaking.
The police need more information and access if these cyber terrorists, dead set, are to be flushed out of hiding.
It makes sense story-wise, like, why. Like, we've been popping around so many areas and why we haven't just stuck to one thing.
All right then.
But at the same time, it just feels kind of off. No. I definitely preferred if, like, immediately, when, oh yeah, the QR thing is, I want to say DedSec giving us a mission to try to track somebody. Like, the QR codes around the city were, like, DedSec, like, putting up tests for someone to solve, and we solved them all. And this is them being like, you can go after, I want to say it's Giggles that we're supposed to be going after right here. In which case, also have his audio logs. Giggles, yep. And I got all of his, so I will play that eventually. But I have a feeling that it's going to be a rather unsatisfying side mission, potentially. I hope not, but the last one was a little bit.
Just need to break into Giggle's system and upload DedSec's virus. This guy's a candidate for DedSec's elite. This could be tricky. Huh. What is that line connect? That line connects to there, so I need to... Alright, that solves 2 of those issues. Actually, Up. And then there. There we go. Fuck. That works. I need... No? I need... Where the fuck am I gonna connect you? No, because that cuts off too much. Okay. One step at a time. This is a very annoying one. Alright. So we have that access point, or... Should have that one. In which case, what does this wrap around to? Does that change anything? No. There we go. Okay.
Giggles stood no chance against you, but we wanted to see how long his defenses could keep you out. He lasted slightly longer than we expected, but you continue to impress us. We are grateful for your assistance, and we are sending you proper compensation. We will be watching.
Again, it doesn't feel like they're, like... I think I would actually have more involved. Like, have DedSec more involved with a lot of these scenarios. Like, we would have a lot more, like, NPC allies. Like, people that we don't necessarily would consider characters, but it's like, oh yeah, these people would actually help you. Like, we pretty much have Clara, and then that's it in terms of like people from DedSec that help us.
So, what's Bloom doing with all our data? I may have a sneak peek. Sorry. Charlotte and her PR brigade aren't totally lying about how they use it. We're speeding things up, making life more convenient. But the right hand doesn't know what the asshole is doing. Go ahead, listen.
And the suits are already putting a price on the data they're collecting. They've been romancing advertisers and politicians. Shit. The mayor himself had a date with a couple of them last week. And none of this comes as a surprise, so why are they all hiding all this from the board of directors? Something else. Something I'm missing.
The bosses are talking about the long-term global CTOS potential. At least in the countries that can afford it. They say it with stars in their eyes. They mentioned world changers like Thomas Edison and Alexander Graham Bell. You almost wouldn't believe them. But then you realize they could actually pull it off. Ray put it best.
Imagine every major city, American, European, Asian, whatever, is now the same city. Sharing instant surveillance, constantly feeding each other data about you. Now mix in the special ingredients, prediction algorithms, feedback loops, subliminal messaging. Christ. I helped them build this thing and I can stop it. This is so big they don't have all the pieces yet. I still have time to act.
Like, I want to describe it best as like, because they do have like the audio logs, I actually think do help a lot with kind of expanding the world a little bit, or not necessarily expanding it, but deepening it. In which case, it's sadly all miscellaneous. Like that's what I hate. And I think the biggest issue of that comes down to like the story of Aiden Pierce of this game is not a story of like
What's the rush?
I'm going to let Ray take this one.
I'm on the verge of my third strike now. So they've taken away a lot of my access. Prepping for my big meltdown, I guess. They've handed Rose a new task. They want to start work on a behavioral prediction system. She'll never do it. I worry that if they give it to Tobias, he'll actually pull it off. His OCD cannot resist a challenge. So if we're gonna burn this thing, we may have to implicate the poor bastard.
and I like that. I like actually involving multiple characters. And like sadly it's only done through audio logs because we never I think there was a mention of Tobias when we were talking with him, but I don't think he ever actually, like, they never actually ran into each other. It would be interesting if we actually got to see Tobias, like, try to swing on T-Bone for a second. Like I was saying earlier, though, like, the story of Aiden Pierce, the story of this game, isn't a story of a vigilante. Like, it feels like they had a lot that they wanted to do, and they couldn't dedicate to a single thing. Pretty much all this game is, in terms of, like, main story, and sadly I think it's done rather poorly, is all it is a man who, like, I don't even know the best way to describe him, like, because I don't think our introduction to Aiden is even that good. Like, that intro cutscene is like, okay, yeah, he's a hacker, they're hackers, they steal money, and that's it. They do jobs, and it's like, I don't know, I feel like it could have been done some level of more intrigue, more in-depthness for, like, actually introducing Aiden as a character. Especially one that we're supposed to care about. Like, we're going to be on a journey with. But it's like, it's all about, like, that fuck-up of that night.
Sometimes I
And it's
wonder
like,
if Fixer is just a fancy
the
word for
repercussions,
This crew's already been paid to
and
kill
then
some woman.
fixing all of it.
I'm not gonna let that happen.
And by fixing, I mean just, like, it's a half-assed revenge story as far as I'm concerned. Like, we're getting implemented, or, like, we're getting involved with all these aspects of this world, like actually meeting some CTOS, like T-Bone, a CTOS like original like implementer, like he was the person who made it. Like Clara, who's a part of this DedSec team, which is just like a group of hackers, and it's like, okay, and does their organizations really feel like do their organizations feel like involved in any way? And it's like, not really, like, sadly. Yeah.
911, please state the nature of your emergency.
Some guy! Jesus Christ! Some guy shooting out here! You gotta hurry, please!
Damn, that's a far-reaching shotgun there. I don't know the best way to describe it. It all just feels half-assed. It feels like there's a lot to this world that we could have like gone further with. We just didn't. And it like the main story actually feels really fucking short in all things considered, I think. And I think that is an issue. Is like again, I'd honestly get rid of open world games to return to some form of linear storytelling, because linear storytelling at least has the ability to not have all this miscellaneous information. You could actually implement it into your main story, and I think that's a lot better for purposes of world building than just being like, oh yeah, I can like race around this entire city and fuck around. Don't get me wrong, enjoyable, but in terms of like coherency, I really wish all of that information that we have in the audio logs was more involved with in the fucking main story. I wish all of it was like, I wish Bloom actually felt like a living entity. Like fucking, the best way to describe it would probably be like the fucking Empire. The Empire from Star Wars felt like an entity. Fucking like large organization. Fucking Skynet. Like I referred to them. Skynet is also a good like that was an entity. Like it felt like a threat. Bloom just, I barely even think of Bloom when like I'm thinking about this game as like an entity. I'm more thinking it's like, oh yeah, they're the providers of the people that I just shoot. They're the providers of the body bags that I sent to the morgues. And that's pretty much all it is. And I wish it was more. And I like that, like, this is what I was talking about in terms of, like, I would love for it to be more of a conspiracy style of thing rather than just feeding me people to shoot and also giving me access to the hacking system that we have in this game.
We apologize for the disruption caused on Tuesday when we ended our contract with Raymond Kenny. As a reminder, your medical insurance covers psychiatric consultations. We wish Mr. Kenny a speedy recovery, and we must stress the continued importance of confidentiality to all Bloom employees. I'll do my best to read translation. Mr. Kenny was batshit crazy, and don't you dare repeat anything he said, or your ass is grass.
And, like, it's also interesting, like, to see, like, it's kind of the most interesting thing about the sequels of the Star Wars trilogy was the idea of, oh, hey, we actually now have a character who's a rogue clone trooper. And it's like, that's an interesting concept. Wasted potential, by the way, but that's an interesting concept. It's always nice to see, like, in these organizations that, like, you can pretty much classify as being, like, conspiratorial or evil or, like, choose your descriptor. And it's like, oh yeah, not everybody working there is a bad person, though. Like, it's just a simple concept. Yeah, again, it's told in audio logs.
Ray lashed out and took down the power to most of the Northeast. People panicked. People died. A lot of money was lost. He was making a point, demonstrating the dangers of relying on one system to keep everything running. Was it terrorism? I guess so. I mean, it's pretty much the definition, right? Rose Washington? She took a more traditional route in her whistleblowing and picked up a few headlines. But
See, like this, like it's world building in the audio logs. It's actually implementing like multiple people that we've actually come into contact with, and giving them a commonality that like
Yeah, fixers like
is more
this.
explained.
Not afraid of mob enforcers or street thugs.
The only thing better than this right now would be honestly like having both that information in the main storyline, but also again having like Tobias and then T-Bone meet. Like that would be nice. Like the repercussions of that. Like it. I'm not against having a vigilante story and then just having Aiden like start getting introduced to this world, but it really feels like it's a half-assed designed world with a half-assed designed vigilante story, and like that's very much an issue for me. And again, like I like the idea of a vigilante. I say vigilante story, it's a revenge story, but it's again a shittily designed one. Jesus Christ, where the fuck? Is there a, like, tunnel that I'm not noticing here? Yes, there is. Fuck. Okay. Hello, gentlemen. Let me just sit right here. No need to worry. Hi. I don't know if I'd be running that way, honestly, but, you know, fair enough. Because I'm pretty sure the next game is more involved with, like, the DedSec. Like, you play as DedSec members, if I remember correctly. While, like, Watch Dogs 2 is a lot more involved with the, like, hacker side of the world and actually implementing the organizations rather than just being, like, this guy on a mission who, like, is loosely connected to it all in his...
911, what is your
in his search for,
emergency?
like, I don't even want to call it a revenge story, because, like, we started out wanting revenge, but then it's quickly gone into, like, oh yes, we are just doing whatever Damien wants us to do. We are pretty much Damien's lapdog, and, like, we have been for a while, and the weird thing is, we don't seem to hate it. Like, that's what fucks me up so much, again, is just, like, we just had a chill conversation with our sister on the phone one time, and also we started bantering with him. And he even pointed out, I was like, are we bantering? Aiden, I didn't think we'd ever get to this point again. And it was like, I didn't either. I'm annoyed that we did. Like, it's not one of those, like, oh, we begrudgingly worked together for so long. It's not like we're at the end of the game where it's like, yeah, I was never planning on hurting your sister. It's like, listen, I've done everything in my power to make sure, like, everything went fine. It's like, listen. Or something along the lines even of, like, when they finally reach the point of going after the people that actually fuck them over. And it's like, his sister gets threatened and then Damien saves her. Like, you could have done shit like that. Again, I much prefer just me, like, having Aiden, like, be this revenge-driven, fucking, just cold-hearted bastard who kind of, like, pushes his family away, but it's like, he doesn't really do that. And it doesn't even feel like it's out of, like, he doesn't really push his family away that much. He does, but it doesn't feel like a desire to save them. Like, that's my issue, is like, it almost feels like he takes no precautions to keep them away from all this shit.
What do you think about police efforts to catch the vigilante?
This guy stands out in front of everyone, and they still can't catch him? Hey, he's making a point.
He's a
The
criminal.
fuck? Okay. That was a stop. Ooh, that's a long walk. Well, we have plenty of audio logs, so enjoy.
So, I've been working on my own hello world for the Bellwether to see if it's really as insidious as I suspected it is. Does the Fibonacci sequence mean anything to you? It's always been one of my favorites. I'm gonna throw the Fibonacci numbers out there. Bellwether to predict where they can have the most subliminal influence.
God, like having that sentence actually said in his presence, imagine like his face. It's like he definitely seems like a character to be like, ah, I told you so. It's just, God, I wish there was more like more verbal play between a lot of the characters. Again, Mori seems like the best character just in terms of like fucking all of that audio log shit. I really wish, like, vigilante story wise, because like I think this could have actually been something. I think you could have had Aiden, and if you want to make it 2 games, you could have made it one big ass game, or you could have made it 2 games. Because I'm pretty sure he only shows up for like a second in the second game, because it's not his story. You could have had the first one be a fucking vigilante story. You could have, or not vigilante, a fucking revenge story where he's just like all out wants to murder everybody involved with his niece's death, and it's like hates himself, doesn't want his family nearby. They get involved because of him again, keeps blaming himself, gets more and more ruthless, and then like his nephew sees, Clara sees as she's trying to help him, the people around him notice. Like you can involve him with all these people who are connected to DedSec and the rest of the like in the C2S like people. You can involve these people and have all this little bit of information, but it's like Aiden's like, I don't care. Like that shit means nothing to me. I'm gonna find the people that took my sister. I'm gonna like have Damien like not even like state that it's him or some shit. Like have Damien actually try to help him, and then like Aiden thinks it was him and then tries to kill him, and he's just like, I swear to God it wasn't me. And then like turns out Damien saves her or some shit. Like have something like that happen. Because Damien's just a scumbag that we'd like just want to put down. I just, you could have done like a full-blown revenge story, and then see what like that does to the people around him, see their reactions to him, and it's like, oh shit, maybe I need to chill out. And then like he learns, and then the second half of the game or the second game could be like after he finally gets his revenge, and it's like it was worth it at what cost.
Made me unconscious and left. Cops asked you about enemies. Where did we get? My guess is the Merlot job. We rattled somebody's cage. What was that video I saw?
I'm just listening to this.
Whatever it was. Someone wants to keep it secret.
But like I wish we had that full-blown like revenge story, and then we turn him into a vigilante. Like it turns out like after all this shit of him trying, like even like with this format of the game of us popping around to different areas, us getting involved with Lucky Quinn or involved like with his business and trying like tearing it down, and like all in the pursuit of trying to get revenge. Like as he just does all of this again and again, he starts doing more and more like what the public sees as altruistic stuff, like taking crime down, getting rid of like a large portion of the human traffickers in the city, saving people as he goes. And then it's like you're the vigilante, and it's like I've always hated that name. Like I'm not doing this to save people. I'm doing this to hunt down the fucker that killed my niece and the people that hired him. And it's like that could be his motive. And then the like as he goes and goes, like everybody expects good of him, and he just keeps putting them like dropping those fucking expectations, just being like, no, fuck off. And then it's like as he sees everybody's reaction to what he keeps doing and what he's becoming, so to speak, it's like, oh shit. Or fucking at the very end, it's like his sister's barely alive, barely conscious, and it's like, you know, she would not have like she would be afraid of you right now. Or fuck it, have his nephew say that shit, and it's like you would scare her. Fucking having him do a drawing like he did. Do a drawing of like him and his mom and his sister, and then like the boogeyman, pretty much. Like that shit would be cool. Like something for him to be like, oh, I've pushed too far. Again, why I like Clara, honestly. Like she's the only one that's made him like actually kind of adjust his attitude a little bit.
Poor girl. If Aiden doesn't lose control of vehicles, that was no accident, and the timing's interesting. Same week as my attack. Right after our job at the Merlot. That's gonna upset Aiden. He's a smart hacker. I taught him that. But he's a
Cass!
Piss him off, he won't let you go.
I wish.
You kill his niece. God rest your soul.
I wish. I so wish. I wish. And what you could have also done is, like, again, like, don't have the audio logs be miscellaneous shit. Have it be, like, involved in the main storyline audio. Like, have him, like, Jordy fucking sends them to him or some shit during the main missions. Like, while we're taking people out, he's just being like, yeah, Maurice feels real fucking bad or some shit. Like,
They're dealing in human organs. I know how it works. Cut them open, harvest the organs, and let them die. I'm gonna enjoy taking these guys out.
like, you could have had something along those lines of just, like, involving that on the main story, and then have, like, again, as he's, like, actually being, like, as he decides to embrace, so to speak, the vigilante status, as he decides to actually become a fucking moral bastard, you could just have him be like, I don't forgive you for shit. I actually really fucking hate you, Maurice. I don't give a shit if you were forced into this life. But I'm not gonna let your fucking girlfriend and innocent just suffer because of us. Like, because of both me and you. Like, fuck that. Like, just, you could have had something so interesting, but, like, you would have had to dedicate all the fucking game to it. You would have had to get rid of the, like, all this side shit. Or, like, you could have open world stuff. You can have, like, all of this map design and just have it. This seems like a really nice spot to do some shit. You could have all of this world, honestly. It's just, like, the main story feels so short. And I really feel like we kind of dropped the ball in terms of prioritizing what could be really fucking interesting. And I think that really, really sucks. Huh. I don't really know the best spot to fuck with these people are, because there's two, Okay. Okay. Whoops. Immobilized the two targets. I wasn't reading. I was too busy talking. My bad. Oof. Fuck. That still seems like a really good spot to do it, though. I don't know. Like, I see so many, like, great options for what. Damn. Fuck that car up. I see so many great options for what this game could have, like, had. And it hurts me.
What was that? Smash into him!
Hello. That was a bad idea. How am I? I'm doing well. I'm fucking around right now. I kind of wish we had more gang hideouts, honestly. Sadly, they're not around. And also all the side mission endings have been kind of lackluster. Again, like, you put all of these C2S, like these stupid C2S scan areas around, like, not scans, but, like, vulnerabilities around. You put all those around, you have all these little landmarks for the place, you have the online portion of the game. Like, there's a lot involved with this game that you could have easily cut out from, like, a more concise and more interesting storyline. God, why did we trade it? Why? Why? Why, game? Why did you do this? All right.
Got a gun! Run!
I got a gun. Now fuck off.
I'm blocked in. Shit.
Damn. Fucking hi. How are you gentlemen doing? Can we, fuck off? Hi. That hurt, asshole. You can come around the corner. You know you want to. Yeah? Keep it together. Hi. Dumbass. Is that a car trying to get fucking through? He's rabbiting. Bullshit. Where the fuck even are you? Hi. Cool. Oh, this was almost like a gang hideout where they just kind of like allowed themselves to get their asses handed to me. Is this motherfucker running? Or is he just trying to like figure out where the fuck I am? Go ahead, come around that corner. What's up? Bitch. That was a lot less difficult than I thought it was gonna be. Really thought it was gonna be me chasing down 2 people. Nope. Oh god, where's do I not have a gang activity? Damn. Oh yeah, I guess I can do this one. So this was the gun investigation. Again, like half of them really don't feel like they have a freaking purpose. Like, you could have put all the effort from the fucking online part of this game, all the effort from all these little side mission shits that don't actually feel that developed. You could have got rid of all of that and actually developed a longer story, a more involved story. It just disappoints me so fucking much, and I hate it.
And here's where Smart City CTOS can make it.
I just
After months of physiotherapy, the verdict is in. Doctor says my leg will never recover. I'll need a brace for life. Eventually a wheelchair. Those bastards crippled me. They wanted to scare me away. Make me flee to Bermuda and start over. What could be so fucking precious? So secret and dangerous that they would cripple a man because he glanced at it. They haven't scared me. They've lit a fire under me. Aiden and I weren't the only people raiding the Merlot Hotel that night. Someone else was snooping inside, but he wasn't after cash. He was after data. He knew precisely what he wanted. That video. How did he know it was there? I don't even know if he got it. He probably had to run once the alarms went off. If I can track him down, I might get some answers on who attacked me. Well, that was easy. I found our secret hacker. My legs may be shot, but I haven't lost my touch at the keyboard. He's hiding inside Rossi Fremont, a little ghetto corner of Chicago. Welfare drugs. They're revolting creatures you keep at arm's length. One of these creatures snuck inside the Merlot server. Maybe I'll find that video on his computer. Problem is, I can't break in remotely. I need someone to go inside. Someone more street savvy than me. Someone like Aiden. Unfortunately, he won't work with me anymore. He's made that pretty clear.
like I just I don't know, like it would be hard to redeem Damien on that standpoint.
Launch in Chicago's new vigilante. He seems to have popped out of nowhere. Most interesting, he arrived on the scene soon after Aiden's car crash. It's
Again, I like the idea of like the vigilante developing as he goes along in terms of like on his revenge story. I just wish like he didn't like the title, and then that like he would grow into it as he actually like either satisfied his need for revenge or just like let it go, or whichever way you wanted to take it.
In quite a frenzy. The vigilantes twisted their panties in a knot. If I were to psychoanalyze Aiden, I'd say he's projecting. He can't fix the death of his niece, so he's fixing all the other injustices littering our street. Maybe that helps scratch the itch. But it doesn't answer the question that must be nagging at him. Who killed his niece?
See, like,
One thing I've learned about Aiden, he's got a rabid protective streak. Tinker with his family at your peril. I wonder, maybe I can tempt him. Give him a way to avenge the little girl. And I get what I want.
see, and like this is the thing. If you, because here's the fucking thing about this is like the vigilante thing. I refuse to believe Aiden actually cares about it. Like Aiden, as a character that we've actually encountered throughout like all the cutscene and shit, feels very disconnected from that. Like he does seem more focused on getting revenge, because our first introduction of him actually kicking someone's ass was fucking Maurice, and he's like, "I hunted you down." In which case, if you have a more revenge-driven Aiden as opposed to what they wanted to go for, which was a more like, I mean, he's still revenge-driven, but the idea is that like he's also playing the vigilante. If you had the vigilante being on the back burner, because again, like it doesn't even feel like a part of the game. It doesn't feel like a part of the story overall, because it doesn't really get implemented that often. Whether the people's love for him, the police trying to track him, it rarely ever comes up, and no one ever fucking calls him that really to his face. In which case, if he's more revenge driven and you actually drop that and hold it all for later, or like for his evolution as a character, so to speak, you could actually have Damien be like, yeah, you know that little girl you're trying to avenge? I have information. Do you want it or fucking not? Like, you didn't need, if you change up Aiden's motivation, even though his motivation is still revenge, I refuse to believe anything otherwise, because he kicked the shit out of Margarita at the start. You could actually have Aiden be like, okay, I'm listening. Like, listen, I don't want to work with you again, but you have information I want. How fucking give it to me? Like, you could have him hating the idea of like you could have a line where they fucking meet and it's like, I don't want to work with you again. Last time I worked with you, I lost someone. It's like, if I lose anyone else because of you, I will kill you. And it's like, hey, you could just have Damien be like, I expect nothing less, or some shit like that, because like Damien obviously knows who fucking Aiden is. It's just like something could have been done. I don't know.
I found something curious. Something called the Bellwether. I don't have a lot on it, but the name popped up during my review of the Murloc job. As far as I can tell, it's some kind of code inside CTOS. The term Bellwether basically means a harbinger of the future. What a puzzling name for some code inside a smart city. I know my programmers, they overthink everything. That name is deliberate. My curiosity has been piqued. I haven't got all the pieces yet, but that corrupted video from the Murloc, somehow that's connected to this Bellwether code. There's an opportunity here. Something beyond simple vengeance, something memorable. I'll need to be careful. If I involve Aiden, you can't know my motives. The man's reckless, self-centered. But he's got a curiously strong moral compass.
Bullshit.
It's a terrible weakness. Makes him hard to control. I just need to find a way into that code. See what they're doing inside CTOS. And cripple it all.
I like the idea though of like Damien actually having a little bit of a moral streak that he like kind of would teach Aiden. Because that's the fucking weird thing about this all is like Damien taught Aiden, and from that information that we just got, Aiden was just a street punk. Like, motherfucker's taking out armies of people. Fucking give me something better than that. Tell me like he's ex-military or some shit. Please.
Alright, here's what I know. My blue link, Angela, she's an engineer close to the top. As close as an engineer can get, anyway. I'm going to see if my source checks out, but this is what I've been waiting for. Blue with his pants down, and I'll be able to take credit for the leak. I haven't told the rest of DedSec yet. Call me selfish, but this is my find. They'll have to put me on the DedSec council, right? If there really is one.
Like, again, it's a lot of characters that we just have kind of like mentioned in passing. I don't even know if Giggles or Angela were actually like fully mentioned in like the main storyline. I don't know. I don't think they were. But it's like actually involving people like someone who's a part of.
Like fixers to me.
Hold on.
These guys have the cops nervous. They got some firepower. This could get ugly.
Like, I guess the fixers are DedSec. I forget if that's the case. In which case, again, you just feel like you have these organizations, these entities that don't feel like they actually have their own motive besides just feeding me bodies to
These guys
bury.
have all the expensive toys. I need to keep my head low if I want to keep it.
I assure you, we will be just fine. Take the lift or take the stairs? We'll just take the stairs. Oh, fuck. Didn't do me any good. Could just snipe the shit out of everybody. Oh, camera. What do I have around here? Hi. Distract. Distract. Does anyone have a explodey thing? I would love to do some exploding. Fuck. Fair enough. Oh, oh, hi. Ah. Greetings. Hello. Hi. Oh, perfect. Wow, I headshot I didn't even see him. That's wow. I'm amazing. What can I say? Is it just killing all these guys? Is that all it is? Yeah, okay. I really wish I remembered the fucking Red Hood speech. Okay, let me get my AK though. Here we go. Hi.
Okay,
Nice
don't
grenade.
panic. There's gotta be a disarm sequence.
You're
Think, damn
panicking.
it. Think.
Watch yourself. Don't get him.
Hi.
They got backup on the way. I don't have a lot of time to prep for them.
That's fine. I'll just murder. Well, wait, what was the line? There's easier ways to kill yourself. It's like, yeah, like, fuck, I forget the line, but it's something along the lines of, yeah, like yelling at the guy with an AK-47. It's a fucking awesome ass line. Damn. Fair enough.
Look out.
Hi. Oh shit. God damn. Oh my no. Hi. You guys really need to fucking get rid of the helmets. They don't help. God damn, I got like no fucking. My bullet time's ass. Hi. Alright, fuck this.
Nothing here. Moving on.
Greetings. Oh, that's a little rude. You motherfucker. Hi. Why did that sound like you were moaning, good sir? Put a bullet in your ass and you just said thank you. Who the fuck?
Get this over with.
That's rude as hell. Motherfuckers. Go ahead. Peek. God damn it. Peek, motherfucker. Peek. Can you? Listen. Quit fucking walking. Next. Ooh, I got all my sniper ammunition back. Who the fuck is rude enough to be doing that shit? Alright, the fuck you doing?
Stay awake.
There, your girlfriend on the phone. This mother. Sorry, this man stole a body
Only got one shot at this. Better make it count.
from the morgue and put it in his fridge. The fuck? Up. Damn. There we go. That's better. Oh shit, these guys are a little bit more heavily armored. Huh. Alright, so maybe I need to take this one a little lighter.
There's nothing here. Moving on. I got nothing. Get move on. Check over there. We checked everywhere. He's gone.
My fucking ears!
Look out! Go! And don't come back till you find him.
Damn. It's actually very sad. Luckily I have the ability to knock those fuckers out now, but...
I'm tired of looking. Just regroup. Heads up!
Greetings! Damn, kinda wish we would John Wick 'em, you know, fucking shove the fucking gun right underneath their mask. Get the hell out of here. Ow, 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 ow. Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. That was rude as hell. Thank goodness we decided to do this in a fucking abandoned area. Ah, you don't have fucking heavy armor on. Dumbass. Ooh.
Where the hell did he go?
Nowhere and everywhere. Oh, shit. Well, that's a bad fucking angle, Aiden.
This gun's all I need. Ah! He bounced.
Hey, buddy. The fuck you doing? Ooh, shit.
Nothing here. Moving on.
You're in a weird fucking spot, good sir. I don't appreciate that.
I got nothing. I'll check over there. Watch yourself!
I was actually really thinking that he would have like some disrupt comms thing. I was not expecting it to automate over to the fucking lift. Hi. You have disrupt comms though. Hi! That sounds annoying as hell. Here. Let me put you out of your misery. Dude, the way that they're just like, no, no more!
Hey, don't leave me hanging. What happened?
MIBs.
Oh, I knew it. Yes. I think we just did the cops one huge favor, my friend. Though I guess they won't see it that way.
Tobias,
Yeah.
who's this number?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, done. I'll let you know if I hear anything else.
Like, it's just like some people are just introduced and then like we have like an aspect of being involved with Aiden, like for just whatever purpose he needs. And then we kind of just forget about him. Fucking, like, we haven't really talked to Tobias since we fucking ran into him and done like, hey, can we have the remote? And he's like, sure. We just kind of fucking left him. Are we really not gonna have another gang activity? Are you shitting me? Also, I think I've officially got done doing all the side missions. Again, they were rather, a little lackluster overall. Damn. That is a shame. Alright, well, looks like it's just fucking criminal convoys from here on out. Damn. Yep, weapons trade, 100% done. I guess I could actually look at progression real quick. Human traffic, burner phones, QR, missing persons, songs, don't give a fuck. Yeah. Cool. Did I finish up all of... Yeah, I finished up all of Damien's shit. Oh, I was doing giggles, that's right.
Guess what? The DedSec Council? Real. I got called in to chat with 6 of them. I don't know how they found out, but I hope you're not posting anything I've told you. These people are fucking scary, man. It's like talking to college professors, only more paranoid and condescending. I don't think I'm gonna get an invite. Still, they're keeping me on it for now, so we don't spook my contact. They're expecting proof, so I'm gonna have to push her. As proof, my leak sent me this old audio in the Bloom system. This is Raymond Kenny.
So this and Angela.
Miss Green here currently has 2 outstanding loans. One for a motorcycle and one for a boot job. She hasn't had time for the motorcycle because the boot job's had a complication. And the photos in her private hospital file show a major infection on one of her nipples. You know what? I'm gonna do Miss Green a favor here and corrupt her CTOS file. You understand now? This is only the beginning, kids.
I like the idea of Aiden again, like going on that revenge story and then going vigilante. Like the idea of introducing this world to him as he's on his mission, and the idea of like DedSec being like, we could use a man of your capabilities. But we've seen what you've done, and he's like, fuck off. I'm not interested. Can you help me find the fuckers that killed my niece? No. Then yeah, what use are you? I don't give a shit. And then eventually learns to. Again, you could have made 2 games with Aiden. You could have easily like made a big ass game where like fucking Avenger first half, second half Vigilante. Or you could just make 2 fucking games where his revenge story was an entire fucking part, and then we finally get to explore the world, and then embrace that vigilante fucking title. You could have easily done that. Could have easily done it.
What Ray Kenny was working on? DedSec wants it, and I think they want me to get it for them. They say with access to a tool that powerful, we can preemptively strike anyone targeting us. But if we use Bloom's tool, doesn't that make us just like them? Another problem? I haven't told the Days yet, but my Bloom contact's gone silent. Fuck, I was so close.
Yeah.
This guy's running with a Viceroy initiation crew, which means they're gonna shoot random people just to prove they have the balls to do it. I need to put these assholes down.
Need to reload this bitch. Just sit right the fuck here. Damn, that was way over.
Look out! Get down!
Excuse me, you wanna peek? Thank you. Damn, I really need to get more ammo. It's fine for now. We can probably do one more. Or I have to go get more grenade ammunition. Okay, what's over this way? How far of a walk is that? That's a pretty damn nice walk. Alright. There's so many fixer contracts. Why? Ugh. You still have 3 more of these. Fuck. Ugh. 36 more of those. Destroyer. Someone was real fucking proud of themselves for coming up with that.
The council hates default. They don't want people with public images, even if the image is a giant rat mask. They stay anonymous for a reason, right? He wanted to be council. They said no, then he turns on it. Steals their imagery and ideas for his own marketing. He cheapens their message. They say he's dangerous because he's in it for the lulz, and he's got money to fund his own attacks. One of our fellow members, Bad Boy 17,
Hey!
appealed to the council this week. The vigilante on the news. Bad Boy knows him personally. This guy's been causing Bloom a major headache, walking right into their control centers and getting away without a trace. But he's in some kind of trouble. Something with his family. They took it to private chat, but I wouldn't be surprised if we end up working with this guy.
Like that could be so, that could have been so interesting, and that like Clara actually introducing them, and it's like, yeah, no, I'm like, she's the fucking liaison between them for now, and it's like, oh yeah, like, he's volatile though. Kind of like the fucking, you could have had an Avengers initiative with that shit. Fucking Black Widow being like, Vigilante yes, Aiden Pierce no. Some shit like that, because like Vigilante is a fucking title that he wouldn't want at that point, and then he'd grow into it, and then it's like, okay, now you're ready. Like something along those lines.
Noticed Bad Boy snooping around in some directories he wasn't supposed to be in today. He copied over some of our more dangerous CTOS exploits. Normally, he'd get an expulsion or at least a big slap on the wrist.
Hegel seems to be at least like a non-entity, although I am, again, happy that we have some level of like information from people involved with these organizations. Like, it's actually a little interesting in that way.
Do you ever find yourself staring out the window, wondering why 2.7 million people scurry from point A to point B, never even realizing that there is a point C? People no longer seek information because they're filled to capacity, overloaded. Take a look around out there. Look at all the billboards and monitors. How much bloom do you see? Do you think there will be more or less when the next CTOS goes live? Keep looking for port C, and we'll keep talking.
And like, I get the idea of like the revenge story, the reason why like it would be hard to separate a little bit is because at the end of the day, he does want to take out Bloom. But again, you could have like his reasoning for it change between games or throughout the game. Like, again, at the start, revenge purpose, then later on it's actually morally focused. In which case, like, because at the end of the day, obviously we're going to be taking out Bloom because they're the ones that hired the people to take out him and subsequently his niece. Like, that's obviously the way it goes. In which case, you could just have Aiden going after individuals, but it's like, I don't give a shit about Bloom. Like, you could have that be his attitude. And then, like, after finishing up or losing someone else and changing his attitude, you could immediately then be like, okay, I'm going to help you guys take down Bloom. Like, you could have the attitude switch, because clearly, like, the end result's going to be the same. But it doesn't mean you couldn't have, like, some level of development for fucking Aiden. Again, he just seems like an apathetic asshole.
Did you vote this year? If the answer is no, change that answer to yes. Because a vote and a non-vote are exactly the same. Every one of you voted for the same candidate because they all work for the same system. That system has not changed in the past 50 years. Whether you want to wait in line to stamp "I participated" on a piece of paper, or you want to ignore the whole process, the system continues unfazed and uncaring. But it is not unstoppable. To do it, you're going to have to do more than just choose a name. DedSec can help.
You could have Aiden just be fucking annoyed with him, being like, I don't care about this whole revolutionary shit. I just want to take him down.
Run out of these materials. We've already exhausted over half our supply in the lab.
Because I can see Aiden just not giving a fuck.
Is only increasing. Governments are already waging wars, overt and shadow, to control those final building blocks. But who will end up with the most toys? Who really funds those wars? Who's on the receiving end of every favor owed? The answer is easy. Take your phone out of your pocket and look at the logo.
Yeah, dude, it'd be... it's just like, I wish, like, what could have been. Because again, like, yeah, I say apathetic asshole. He's just like generic vigilante. Like, he's quick to anger and has a moral compass, and it's like, does he though? Like, a lot of that moral compass is us kind of just the player doing it, not really his character actually seemingly interested in caring. Like, there's a few dialogue lines where he's obviously like, I need to take these assholes down. A lot of this, like, criminal convoy shit, specifically. And it's like, oh, he does kind of fucking care. Like, he does have some sense of morality. But in terms of, like, main storyline, he's just kind of like, yeah, I don't really give a shit.
Well, I'm about to give them a big surprise.
It's
Throw
almost...
Ringleader to the cops. Let them track this to the source.
It's almost like a fucking, like, the kind of reason why I hate choose your own adventure games a lot of times is because a lot of those games kind of like, because they leave a lot of the choices up to the player, it makes the main character really fucking bland a lot of the times, because there's supposed to be a blank slate for what the character decides for them to be. I have other reasons for hating fucking choose your own adventure games, but that being the primary fucking reasoning, this almost feels like within that same realm of like Aiden barely feels like his own character. A lot of those descriptors just feel like it's there to describe like how we're interacting with the world.
He's going for his gun!
God damn, you motherfuckers take all the bullets. I got the destroyer. Really? It only has 2 bullets? Are you shitting me? Gang hideout. Finally. We love those. What the fuck is even the point, though? This is just... I guess, like, I'm gonna have to find an enemy that's, like, heavily armored, I guess, to fuck around with that. Let's see. I got skill points to... Holy shit, yeah, I got skill points to burn. Alright. Fucking finally get that last thing, even though it doesn't really matter. Combat's already capped off. Fucking steam pipes, helicopter, battery, I guess, sure. Oh wait, fuck. This is enough of a distance to make one more audio log, probably. I don't really care about DedSec, honestly.
We loved your new profile pic. That's a great haircut. Congratulations on a new job. A 25% raise. Fantastic. You deserved that widescreen TV. We just saw your status change. We're so happy you found your soulmate. Your kid is growing up so fast. She walks to school all by herself. That intersection in the picture behind her, we know that place. It's a safe neighborhood. You don't even need to lock your door. Wake up. Stop authoring your own tragedy.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, DedSec kind of seems like standard, like, cyber revolutionary group. it doesn't feel that fucking
Why do we hide behind our masks?
involved.
Why do they hide behind their masks? Drop their corporate lawyers and government connections, and we'll drop our hoods. They point to DedSec, label us the boogeyman while they root through your closet. We're not asking you to be friends. We're asking you to turn on the flashlight. Take a look under the bed. Because monsters are real. And you're looking in the wrong place.
Like, I don't necessarily mind DedSec as an entity involved in this, like, world. I actually kind of like it, especially with, like, what it could do, again, with people involved with it. But in terms of, like, just being an organization by itself, you really don't give a fuck. You need people to make organizations matter a little bit more.
I got a salary adjustment last year.
Fucking, I reference like the Empire, and it's like, oh, that feels like a fucking threat just because of like, people's reactions to it. Like, you have normal people in the galaxy being afraid of it, but also like the stormtroopers are fairly like, oh hey, they're just troopers. But then you have Darth Vader and the Emperor, but it's like the galaxy's reaction to it really kind of sells that it's like this big fucking thing. You don't really have that here of people really talking about DedSec. And it's like you either need people to outside the organization to make it seem like a threat, or you need people inside of it to make you care about it. In which case, it's same shit for oh hi. Same shit for the... Why am I forgetting the name? Skynet. Same shit for that. It's like all the fucking fear that is built up over that first and second movie from fucking Reese. Like it makes Skynet feel like an entity, especially like with the Terminator also being a character sent from it. And then also all those cutscenes that you see to the fucking war. Again, like, if you're gonna have, like, organizations or, like, groups... Or, like, I say organizations is probably the best way to describe it. Large entities that are not, like, obviously... What's the best way to describe it? Because Skynet's not really made of multiple people. It's just, like, large entities that aren't necessarily
Who the hell's that?
personal. You need to make them feel like they are just an entity in and of themselves.
What was that?
Hello. I just kind of wish he would RKO someone at least. I just, the way he sometimes grabs people by the fucking neck, I'm just like, RKO out? No. Oh, okay. Damn. Alright, well, that was... Shit, how many actually was that? Damn, I got 2 more. I really would prefer doing gang activities over criminal convoys, even though I get to murder a criminal, or gang hideouts a lot more just fun. Feel like fucking John Wick playing this game sometimes. And yes, I do use the same pistol because it has stealth properties, but also John Wick.
You want to make a statement. You want to be part of the change. But I don't know how, you say. I am powerless.
Like,
I am weak. I am
I don't give a fuck. Like, I give a shit about DedSec as much as I care about Bloom, but at least Bloom had some, like, individuals involved. DedSec was just giggles, and he didn't really serve any purpose. Another gang hideout. Neat. I will say, something odd about this is that it almost feels like we should be going this, like, sci-fi route of going Skynet with how they describe the system. Like, that would be an interesting way to go about it, but it would definitely feel like we would make a jump in terms of, like, in terms of genre.
Naysayers, protesters, hacker groups, each one has its own agenda. Yes, the CTOS network has suffered attacks, but these are minor. Gentlemen, I can assure you, our system is robust. Our firewall protection is stronger.
Trip?
As you know, a number of security protocols have been implemented by our elite security team. I see you've all been equipped with your upgraded ID. I can assure you, these cyber attacks are not a viable threat to the CTOS network or Bloom's research. With our security team on it, I have great faith that we will have a breach-free network in the next month.
I can't really say anything else more towards the story, because, like, I've already kind of given my thoughts entirely on it. Like, talking about... Because I do think revenge is definitely the best, like, way you could have taken this in terms of, like, driving Aiden throughout the story, and also having that be kind of, like, an interesting portion of his relationships is just everybody, like, being afraid of him, like, setting him off, and, like, his reaction to that would be the most interesting. Like, I kept saying John Wick and Red Hood, but that's pretty much just because, like, fucking love those characters. Badass characters, and they fucking massacre the shit out of people. Overall, though, like, you could have started off with the whole like definitely just revenge focused. John, which John is in the first fucking movie, and best movie. Like he's definitely just revenge focused, but he's fairly considerate to most people. His just only drive is to, like, he doesn't really get other people involved, except for William Dafoe. In which case, William Dafoe suffers because of him, but it's not the same level that I would want for Aiden's level of revenge if I had my way. But then you could also, like, I talk about how I do like the idea of, like, Red Hood being a bad guy and doing good things in terms of, like, same shit. Like, Aiden's just revenge driven. He's not necessarily a good guy, but he just does good things because it fucks with the people that he's after. Like, and that makes him a vigilante. I'm fine with that. And then you could have him grow with that moral system and then be like, yeah, I'm gonna take these assholes down. And it's like, you could have something in terms of like, you're still being too brutal to them. Like, do you, like, did you really need to kill that guy? And it's like, probably not. But like, he won't ever fuck with people ever again, kind of shit. In which case, that could be its own issue, is like, he's still like a little bit too brutal for the whole vigilante thing. And you can honestly have either the public, which I highly doubt Aiden would give a shit, but you could definitely have more people around him reacting to how brutal he is with criminals. Either way, like, it could just be more interesting, in my opinion, that way. I say my opinion. I think it would just be straight up. It would definitely be more interesting. All right, I think that's a fact. Okay. Tired of this in my opinion shit. It would be more interesting. Okay. I'm gonna tell you how it is. All right, because I'm again, this game, like, as much as again, like, it has interesting concepts, it's a bit of it's bland. I'm not gonna lie. And I just, again, going back to it, I really hate that, like, we've had him fucking recognize that he's gone too far sometimes, and then, except for Clara, he just doesn't give a shit.
Washington, and I'm uploading this log because I'm scared for my life. I used to work at Bloom. I don't know what happened to the others, Tobias and Ray. We were all fired. Someone's watching me. I think someone's selling access to the network. Mayor Rushmore and his entire team have been pushing hard for CTOS integration. It's his entire platform, so either he's oblivious or he's in on it. I'm gonna get closer and find out. Someone's been following me. I've already burned 2 phones. I have to get out. But I can't. The entire city's vulnerable. Donovan, Mayor Rushmore, he's growing more fond of me, and I don't know how I feel about it. The election's coming up fast. I overheard Dawn on the phone. The voter list is set to run through some new CTOS algorithm. I'm going to hack into his personal files to see what I can find.
And that's all she wrote. Can we not?
We got so many assholes fighting for scraps. Honest people just don't have a chance anymore. Somebody's got to send a message.
You could honestly, like, I keep just thinking of ways to fuck with the story. And like, you could honestly have him lose his sister, like, and then he has to take care of Jax, and like that could be the catalyst for changing him. Like him and like, you don't necessarily need to create a fucking romantic relationship between Clara and him, but you could have Clara take fucking care of Jax a little bit and then become, not necessarily the fucking, I guess, like a mother-esque figure, I guess. I don't think romance is necessary for character's development, but I do think it does make things a little bit simpler just to describe. Because in that case, that would probably be how I would do it. Because it also kind of gives explanation for why Aiden feels so, like, why he only changes for fucking Clara. Like, I really hate that this man looked at his nephew and then like, damn, I'm gonna traumatize this kid. Oh well. Like, I'm not gonna, like, it really fucks with me. That was pretty much his reaction was, yeah, it's fine. He'll get over it. Because he doesn't fucking change, like, how he operates out, like, granted, he's not necessarily around his nephew a lot, as opposed to Clara, where, like, he actually changed his way of acting when specifically around her. But you could have had his reaction to Jackson done like, yes, news report, the vigilante is being a little bit kinder to these assholes. I feel like that was a little extra, Aiden, I'm not gonna lie. Fucking high.
We're done! Fucking done!
God damn it. Can we... Fuck off. God damn it. You gotta be shitting me. I hate these missions sometimes. I love them and I hate them. Oh my god, why? Why? Just let me kill them all. That's my wish. That's my only wish, is to just... That man was smoking. That man was on his smoke break and we just executed his ass. At least we know where that asshole is now. Hi. Damn, that blood splattered on the wall. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Oh. Oops. We're gonna fuck everybody else up first. And then we're gonna go in. Again, you should really, like, just start signaling for reinforcements when you notice half your fucking squadron's already taken out.
Let him shake you off. Eyes open, find the little shit. Man down!
Greetings. Bitch. We... Howdy. It feels so good to take out assholes like that. It's so nice. So, where is the last one, game? Give me another one. Give me one more. Let me finish it off. Let's see. Weapons crates. We'll listen to those.
I left the package for you where we discussed. This is just a sample. Try them out. Get a good feel. We'll go back in a few weeks and see if you want to make a deal.
That was quick as shit. Nope. We've already listened to all of Maurice's, and I like Maurice's character.
Picked up the drop. We're already seeing 6 of the weapons have been fired multiple times. We'll run those against recent crime scenes and see how many match. I understand we're going for convictions here, but why are we tracking the weapons for crime prevention? I don't like playing cleanup crew.
I bet that's the vigilante the news was talking about.
A pickup got lifted before the target could claim it. I can't wait
This is actually interesting. I kind of wish Aiden would then be able to cooperate with the police. I wish he had his own James Gordon if he went vigilante.
Our tactics have to remain a secret for now. I don't even think there's a precedent for this kind of thing. But it does tell us exactly what happened and points us at the right target. I'm worried about where our guns ended up. I mean, the CPD is using the CTOS itself to track the chips in these things, with Bloom's help, no less. What happens if these fixtures expose what they found? Shit. What if they fuck with the data? We got some solid busts, but we need to abandon this operation.
That feels. I'm not. Again, like, it just feels like you could have cut out that entire. Like, I like the idea of, like, someone like doing an operation for the police like that and then, like, feeling guilty of, like, people getting hurt because of it. I like a character like that. That really feels like a section of the game that could have just been cut out entirely and something else could have been dedicated to. Again, it's just like there's some aspects of this game that don't even feel necessary.
I got the job! Which means yours truly has a parking spot outside of Bloom's X-Labs. Billions of dollars, that's science. Okay, maybe just regular science, but still, man, who knows what kind of wild shit I'll get to work out. I still gotta sign a mountain of confidentiality paperwork, but I will tell you all about it when I am done. Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so let's actually have a location in mind for where we want to go.
Okay, people, you ready for this? Bring in mind control. Seriously, man, that's why they hired a social psychologist. Hello? Okay, so there's no badass laser or satellite, at least not that I know of, but it's still pretty fucking cool, right? The CTOS, it's collecting information on, like everybody, and we get to play with it. Oh shit, gotta go. More soon. Oh fuck. My assignment? Elect me a Rushmore. I'm not kidding. For Bloom's profitability, we have to make sure the Weasel gets elected. So all aboard the Rushmore train. Choo-choo. Fuck. Just listen to this asshat. If you're like me, you're fed up with the blowhards and their hyperbole. We are at a crossroads here. With one path leading into economic and social ruin, and the other, if you'll just walk with me, leading into a new age for Chicagoans.
Chicagoans?
Well, people, did you vote for Rushmore? If you did, I'm sorry. That was me. This is some heavy, heavy shit. We knew the numbers we'd need for a win when we targeted the population. The CTOS worked out what specific messages people needed to hear. Where to display them. Not subliminal either. Right there in your face. Hell, even I voted for him.
Bless you.
Of course, management mandated it. Okay. I am stuck right in the middle of a conspiracy theorist's wet dream. To be honest, there's no place I'd rather be. This is fucking awesome. My new job? Get inside Rushmore's head. Look, we got the funding we needed, so now there's this new deal. Now, I don't know who's paying, but now we're gonna mess with the mayor himself. I got a team of brainstormers at 3, and I have some nasty, nasty ideas. So we used the CTOS to media blitz the mayor. Wherever his eyes landed, we played on his fucking paranoia. Showed him stories of cheating wives and how to spot liars. Taught him all the warning signs, and that made him seem real. Did it work? Well, the bellwether predicted he'd file for divorce within 2 months. And do you know how long it took? 20 days. Listen to this message. It's epic. Enjoying your ladies' night out? I hope he's worth it. It gave me time to burn our wedding album. Stay out as late as you like, whore. Most of your shit is safe in the garbage out front. Call me back when you've lawyered up. Oh, shit. Yeah, we did that.
It's definitely interesting to, like, again, like, what I will say for the game is, like, this miscellaneous audio log shit is probably the most interesting aspect of, like, the story for the game. Because, again, for the main story, we pop around a lot. Our main objective's pretty fucking obvious in terms of, like, what our final goal wants to be. But in terms of the steps to get there, it feels really fucking jumbled. And it's just the formatting of the game. And it's probably the fact that we are playing a video game, period, as opposed to, like, if this were a movie or a fucking book or anything. Like, we're going from point A to point B to point B to point C, and then, like, continuing that method. But, like, these audio logs, a lot of them are actually interesting for the sake of, like, we've had people that have been in Bloom and who have been working on the CTOS and who have hated it, and we've listened to all the whistleblowers. This is interesting to listen to someone who actually enjoys the fucking system.
Okay, we've got a new task. Yeah, just call me Cupid. They want to see if the CTOS can hook our buddy Rushmore up with a booty call. Actually, it's not that simple. You see, they want us to manufacture a relationship for him. And I think it's working. Listen to this. Somehow we keep bumping into each other, huh? This is awkward. But, I can't stop thinking about you. Feels like fate is bringing us together, right? Maybe I'm just being silly.
Again, the serial killer one could probably have been forgotten. I think Maurice, Late Night, I think from a conceptual standpoint, a lot of the Bloom
Usually if the
audio
cops
logs
get
have been
close to
fairly
somebody,
interesting.
Somebody ends up dead in the gutter before they can talk. And this guy must be a VIP. I'm gonna leave him as a little gift for the CPD. That'll shake up the viceroys.
The DedSec ones could probably use some work. But in terms of, like, all the Bloom whistleblowing, or just people involved with Bloom have been, like, the most interesting to listen to audio log-wise. And then you have fucking Maurice, who Maurice had the most fucked up storyline for the game as far as I'm concerned. Like, I get it, he killed the niece of this motherfucker, but at the same time, it's like, oh wow. He was kind of forced into the position, feels like hell because of it, kind of haunted by her fucking image. Didn't kill Aiden because he saw a little girl holding a stuffed fucking animal outside the window. I should have reloaded beforehand. Hi! Ooh, that sucks.
911, please
Time to get the fuck out of here.
your emergency. Can you hear me? I need you to stay on the line.
What the hell?
No, please, no. Oh my God.
I really fucking wish I could just... You son of a bitch.
911, please state your
I will
emergency.
fucking shoot you,
Hello,
bitch.
are you still there? Hello?
What the fuck? Shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get out.
Now give me your car. But like, I just... The Marisa one's so fucked, because again, like, a lot of these side missions, that one didn't actually end, like, it was more of a collectible thing, granted. But you could have easily ended it with...
911, what's your emergency?
Damn. You could have easily ended it with Aiden actually wanting to help out someone that was innocent of all that shit. And he was like, listen, I don't like you, and I never fucking will forgive you. But I'm not gonna let this girl suffer just because of, like, the shit that we did. You son of a bitch. I had to choose one of the shittiest cars to fucking do this shit with. Fuck off. And I'm ordering you to fuck off. I hit my own tires there. Whoop, that sucks. Alright.
We've got a high-powered patrol car in pursuit of suspect.
This is a little better. Yay! We've been involved in a lot of those fucking chases recently. Alright. Is there anyone else I want to listen to? I guess Lucky Quinn would be an interesting one to listen to. We already listened to all the serial killer in the last part. Ah. Fucking hate coughing. Audio log. I guess we can listen to Aiden. Bloom Engineer. We'll do Bloom Engineers first.
I am so sorry about your car. How much of it did you have to take apart to find my flash drive? Did you find all 6 decoys? The ball's in your court now. I just want to point out that I've already done the car thing, so you can leave my baby alone. Please. Nice work, Frewer. I always took you for a prude, but I guess not if you found my file. I hope you enjoyed your little web tour through the foul sphincters of the internet. I wonder, do you prefer the testicle torture or the pony dress up? Your turn.
Ooh.
Oh, Ray, you found my file. I was getting used to it raining men in the bunker 24/7, and in your car, and your MP3 player, and in every store you visit. If you ever want the track, I'd be happy to copy it for you. You're up.
Hmm.
Hey, action's all set. And fun in 10 years. And this time it's mostly American product. I expect that to drive the prices up.
It was stupid.
I hope so. Security's been expensive. Police don't like domestic merchandise. Too risky for them. Bad PR. If word gets out.
God, I wish we had a fucking James Gordon that we could work with.
Product comes myself. But the clientele, well, they have particular tastes. They've complained enough for years. Eventually, I have to cater to their wishes or I lose their business. Or worse, my reputation. This year, I'm handing over the auction security to Iraq and his men, the viceroys. You've done well, distributing our drugs to the addicts of the wards. I promised Iraq I'd reward him if he came through for us. Well, yeah. Those men will run security for the entire event. All goes well, I'll never have to supply any of my own men in the future. The further I can distance myself, the better. By next year, perhaps I can skip the event myself. I've always found it a distasteful affair for men and their libidos. It's a weakness I was ever entertained.
That's because you're an old fuck.
Today for my monthly fireside chat with Mayor Rushmore. I do enjoy walking the hallowed halls, marking my territory, so to speak. Mayor's been a good soldier, never complained. Always understood his role. He holds the reins to the city, but I ride the carriage. This meeting was interesting. We met with someone CTOS has been an impressive project. The mayor masterfully sold it to Chicago, and they bought it all.
It'd be sorry. It'd be interesting to have like a
Offer a few treats.
Quinn could have been like the Godfather or some shit where like he just
I finance most
oversaw the shit, didn't agree with it,
their end of the deal.
some level of fucking honor among thieves type shit.
Access to the secrets of my enemies.
It'd be interesting to have a character like that in this world.
If one thing concerns me, it's the mayor. Quite certainly he's a man's people. Reading too many editorials, I suppose. If this continues, we'll need to have a chat. What an interesting meeting. My regular Bloom contact brought along an Italian programmer named DeCivio. He proposed a solution to our Mare Rushmore problem. I'm not sure if I believe it. But if it works, then CTOS will become the most powerful weapon I've ever owned. Seems they can program the system to target precise results such as, well, let's say, the re-election of our Mayor Rushmore. He's a very unpopular man right now, and the election's coming. I've instructed this, DeCivio to prove his software works. I need Rushmore in office. If you can do it, then we'll consider a solution to keeping the mayor in line.
God, like this audio log actually like explains how some shit is interconnected, like the big players. We've been like, that's my issue a lot of times with this game so far, is we've been popping around to a lot of fucking locations between a lot of major players, and like audio logs actually explain the fucking connection half the time.
Rushmore's become a thorn in my side. Ever since winning the re-election, he's under the illusion he works for the people. He actually is trying to follow through on campaign promises. Regulate CTOS. It's time to bring our mayor in line permanently. I've instructed Bloom to use CTOS to arrange some blackmail I can use. The dead hooker. My rich boy, I will give. But I told them I wanted soon. To their credit, they never blinked. They're gonna use the same software they used for the election. A bellwether of some kind. Amazing. What can happen when everybody's suitably motivated?
I'm gonna have to stop by the bunker before this session ends just to get those audio logs.
To stop the murder.
Because I picked up all the audio logs I ran into along the side missions. In which case, most of them, their final fucking prize was pretty much just audio logs. But I also picked up the ones in those fast travel locations, like Aiden's cargo boxes. Because those all had information, or audio logs as well. Which is why I got so fucking many, for the record. God, and like I haven't even touched the fucking ones. Like it's really sad that like the fucking audio logs again are them like they give you all the interesting aspects of the fucking story, and I hate that because that's just miscellaneous shit. Yeah. I'm a fucking broken record, I know, but at the same time, just fucking... God, do I wish, just so wish things could have been different. Oh, fuck, I grabbed the wrong grenade launcher, that's why I had to reload immediately. Interesting. Alright, well. It's just easy. You son of a bitch.
911, please state the nature of your emergency. Hello, I need you to
Stop
stay
it.
on the line.
I don't give a shit. I'll recover. You little bastards. I'm fucking sick and tired of your. Oh, hold on. What's this? Hold on. Can I fast shower real quick? Damn. Fine. I should fucking run your ass over for that shit. Okay. Dude, some of these CTO scans are really fucking annoying. Again, the police system in this game, I kind of fucking dislike. Just because, like, damn, that feels a little unfair that I can't fucking evade that. Like, granted, I have the scan blockers, but I don't really care to use them. And I hate that, like, in order to actually avoid that shit, you kind of have to in a lot of scenarios. People that are calling could be a fucking mile out from you like that, and I couldn't run up and stop them. And obviously, like, you don't want to kill them because then it fucks up your fucking reputation, but that serves no fucking purpose, so I don't care. It just, oh my god. I don't know if that counts for fucking civilians. I'm gonna just say fuck it for right now, because I got pretty much all the... I'm not gonna start the next mission if possible, but I will go ahead and try to grab those audio files. Goddamn. Let's see. I might have to hold off in that case. Shit. Did I fucking not? Game? Okay, well, we're gonna try not to fucking start this, even though we already have. I'm not gonna interact with the main console. How about that? How about that game? How about that? Fuck you. I'm gonna do my own thing. Ah, my friends, which I really don't fucking interact with that much. Alright. Let's see. Oh, no, this is a video log. I thought these were audio logs. Shit.
Look at the horrid apartment D. Nice tits. They look like stones trapped in soggy paper bags.
73?
Apartment F. So queer. But cute. That hit it. Oh, and of course, apartment M. So you're a drug dealer now, huh? Can't wait for some crackheads to slit your throat and rape your corpse. Oh, time for a new diaper.
Duff. Oh, what the fuck?
Look, I can explain.
Shut up.
No, look, I mean it's...
Shut up.
You know, I'm not the guy...
Shut the fuck up. I'm watching TV.
Seriously, I can explain everything. I mean, you know, it's just browsing on the internet, and my friend sent me this funny little email, and I started replying.
Take your shit and leave right now.
Damn, that one was less entertaining. Oh my god. Fucking Aiden was shocked for a second, Jesus. Okay. Brother, what? Okay. This is also like, as entertaining as some of these are, some of these you really didn't. Honestly, I would happily get rid of all of these, even the entertaining ones. Or, again, the fucking audio laws not being fucking side shit. What the fuck? Okay, like that one, like why? Why?
Why is he doing that?
He's an assassin, Dad.
Well, I mean, why is he talking to the guy?
Assassin's Creed.
It's a confession?
Well, that's just dumb.
Are you winning, son?
You're ruining it.
That's a hand. Searching owner. Like, it's at this point you'd expect, like, whenever we would see shit like this, immediately Aiden would be like, alright, and sent a tip over to the fucking police. Ooh. Oh, a fucking Roomba? Dust spot? Not an unregistered pet. Like, some of these are just so fucking pointless. Like, they're not interesting. They're not fucking horrifying. And they're just nothing. Like, if you're gonna keep them, keep the ones that are like the fucking crazy ones or the entertaining ones. There's just some that are just fucking worthless. I will say I did have some. There was, fuck.
All right, let's do this. Hey, see this? Nice work.
There's so much, Aiden.
Yeah, we just gotta sift through this stuff and find a name.
Yeah, well, you're in luck. Because this mess has a shitload of names. And every one of them tied to some crooked deal. Dirty cops, the club, greedy moguls, even your stand-up do-gooders.
Iraq was planning to blackmail the whole city.
Hey, what's this? Is this off the server?
Oh, hell! Somebody's trying to hack in. We'll lose everything. Shut him out. Now! What do we do? Follow that signal back. If we can find the source, kill this access. Hurry!
Fuck. Okay. Well, let me just try to avoid that shit. Anyway, yeah, the only things actually I found interesting in terms of like the side mission shit that I fucking skipped over off session, there was a video of Jordy. There was actually a video of Jordy doing his fucking shit. That was probably the only interesting thing. There was a hooker that was playing Russian roulette with a guy, and I cut it off before I think she blew her own head off. The dude passed with flying colors. Motherfucker's the luckiest guy in the world. God damn the both of you. Okay, I guess we're ending it there because I have like no real audio logs left, I think. I guess like all that's left is fucking Aiden's, and obviously if I get the gang activity, I'll fucking continue with those because there's only one left. But God damn it. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll just... I can't even fucking leave. Can I quit the mission? No. Oh wait, no, I can. I mean, we're already pretty much on time, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. That's fucking annoying. I did not check around the bunker for shit that I could use, for the record. I did not. But, yeah, I'll probably just... If the last gang hideout comes up, I'll fucking do that in between the main mission next time. Next time, we will be focusing more on the main mission. We've fucked around enough. I've pretty much gone throughout all the audio logs that I care about. We listened to all of Bedbugs and Iraq's. We listened to all of Maurice's last session. And the serial killer ones were kind of pointless. I would say half of these were interesting. I would say most of these were actually fairly interesting in terms of connecting together. But I would say like 8 out of 10 of the audio logs are good. Again, I just really wish it wasn't fucking miscellaneous shit. But, you know, it is what it is. See, like, that's some shit that we should have heard. Like, you should have had Damien mention it, and it's like, return to your ways, or like, you're just a little fucking... You haven't changed from a little gangbanger I fucking picked up off the street. Or some shit from his sister, like, you're turning into dad. Like, that shit could have been implemented in the main dialogue, damn it. You could have found a way. It's almost like he trained to be Batman, but like the thing that now like I'm now questioning is like, where the fuck did you get the resources and why are you doing this? Like, did you just like was this entire thing because you were in the world of violence from a young age? Is that what it is? And we just like, I'm not getting the full picture here. God, like, all that information could have been delivered in the main fucking storyline. God damn it. Just... What could have been? Like, yeah, I'm fucking. I'm gonna go into another rant if I fucking allow myself to. It's just like I can't get over how fucking pointless some of the side missions were. Like all that effort that went into the fucking online portion. That I don't even know if anyone actually like look at how much online shit there is. Like, I don't know. I didn't fucking play it when it was really fucking popular. Because I played the main story and that was pretty much it, and then like I fucking got distracted with other games. I don't think it was really popular. If it was, fucking contradict me by all means. Fucking just you don't even need to add proof. Just like I could believe that it could, like people could have found it fun, but you could have easily focused or limited that shit and just focused so much more on just the main fucking game. Like, there's so many of the side missions that are fucking pointless. So many fixer contracts that were like, we do not need 40 fixer contracts. We don't. Okay? You could have fucking toned down the crime detected shit. You could have toned down a lot of the fucking things you could do in this game, because half of them feel fucking pointless and redundant. Alright? It's just, it feels like a waste. It feels like a waste of, like, effort, some of the things that they actually did. And I wish they focused on other aspects of the game, and, because I think it could have been interesting. I actually do. I think we could have had a lot of fucking development with this fucking motherfucker right here. This son of a bitch right here. We could have had some fucking development with him. Some fucking interesting characters interacting with him. And actually making him feel like a fucked up asshole that he knows he is. Apparently we don't get like any of the fucking guilt. Like, we get none of that shit. Oh my god, I wish. What I wish could have been done. Fucking. This motherfucker should be hating himself for his fucking niece getting killed, for his fucking sister getting fucking kidnapped, for his nephew almost getting kidnapped. Dude, you should be angry at your fucking self. And we don't really have a moment like that. We should have a moment where you're looking around being like, damn, I'm really putting everyone at risk. I need to change up my ways, but we don't. We have moments where he recognizes, damn, I'm really scaring people, and he doesn't fucking change how he acts, unless it's Clara. And even then, barely. I just, fuck. Fuck it, I'm just, we'll continue with the main mission, and we'll probably finish up next session. Because all we have left is freaking... I'm not 100%ing this game because I'm not doing the online shit. I doubt, like, anyone's actually even still playing the online shit here. If they are, I can... fuck them. I'm just gonna... I'm not doing all those fixer contracts yet. We'll just do the main mission next time. If we have the final gang hideout, I'll probably fucking do that, and then I'll fucking call it. Because we don't have that many missions next session. So we should be able to get done next session. In which case, maybe Aiden will get some development. Hopefully, maybe. Someone, please. Anyone in the fucking cast of this game? Please? Someone? Anyone? I just fucking... Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you made it this far, I'm fucking sorry. That's just all I gotta say is I'm fucking sorry, okay? I fucking ramble and rant. But, like, it's because I care. That's why. It's because I care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Good night, everybody.